Hey, what's up guys, this is Malorn here, and today I'm going to be giving you a recording of what the Arcanum looks like. Now, I know a lot of famous YouTubers out there have already done this, but I decided, since I'm probably going to be uploading multiple videos, a day, that I might as well go ahead and upload this one while I'm at it. So, alright, let's go ahead and get started on that. Also, I didn't want to mention this before, but there's these new shoes, these new boots, compared to that. And, well, they boost your critical to 100, above 100%, so you can keep that 100% critical, you just need those boots. Alright, so moving on. First, you know what, I'm even gonna skip the schools for now, because those honestly aren't all that important. Let's go ahead and start with this over here. Now, I know Blue had his ideas about this, and again, I'm quoting from another YouTuber. I'm gonna let you guys know every time I do that. And there's that little guy running around everywhere. It's kinda cute, actually, I don't know. Anyways, so, it's probably a new school. From the, what is it? From the Wizard101 Spoilers Twitter account, they mentioned a new school called Cantrips. So I'm kind of getting the feeling that this may be that new school. Either that or it's something way more powerful, like Blue said, way more powerful than Shadow Magic. That we'll probably be seeing, later in the future, whenever we prove ourselves worthy enough for something like that, or it's absolutely required to use this now, but we have to learn how to control it. Otherwise, I mean, obviously, if you look at these trees, they're all burnt down, while the trees over here are, all grown and beautiful. Oh, I forgot to skip this. Skip those for now. So, I can't remember. I don't know if you can go in the store or not. No, it appears you can't. So let's move on. Let's see. Can't go in that door either. Or that one. Yeah, you can't enter any of these doors over here, but I have a feeling they're kind of like dorm rooms. So maybe we'll be getting like a future house or something in the game. I don't know. Now, Blue had a lot of cool ideas about this, and because he was the main one to actually bring the Arcanum up in a YouTube video, I'm using his name a lot. But honestly, my ideas, what I think this may be is like a giant arc of information. We have all of these books around us, right? So what we do is whenever we come over here, eventually whenever we unlock this thing, we'll be able to go through like information on all of the different worlds and like all of the different bosses that we've fought or that we've met, and it'll be kind of like a guidebook, like a cheat sheet to all of the bosses and mobs we've fought. I mean, it's just an interesting thought, and I don't know if it's actually possible for them to do that or not, but if it is, I think this would be the best place to do it. Alright, moving on. I don't quite know what this room is. Let's see. Can't go in there. Okay. And not this one either. Nope. So that's the repository, or, well, the library, more or less. Let's go this way. Now, as you can see, we have a new potion vendor. Komeka Roundhorns. She's our new potion, or he or she is our new potion vendor. And I'm pretty sure, it's the same prices as far as leveling up goes as it would be in Ravenwood. So, yeah. There's that black hole that that Blue mentioned earlier, and I don't like the idea of Old Cobb being in it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why, but it's just like, I mean, I think Old Cobb has bigger priorities than hiding out in a giant, dark hole But I'm pretty sure it is there for a reason. And as Blue mentioned before, I don't know if you can, still see them there. Are they still there? Did they move them? Yeah, there's one right there. And he thought that these were just decorations, but I have a feeling it's the hidden shores and the broken land thing that Old Cobb was talking about. I think he's talking about spirals we haven't visited yet that may have broken off or that we just haven't been able to find. Or parts of the spiral. You know how the spiral supposedly broke apart? Parts of the spiral that were never rejoined together, rejoiced or whatever. And then we have this tree, and I really want to know what this tree's name is, because, I mean, whenever you think about it, you have all these other trees, right? The tree of balance, the tree of, all these other trees. So, honestly, I'm starting to think, if you look at that other school, that school that's all blocked off and barricaded by, like, electric zapping stuff, I think that's what this tree is. Just a more harmonious, version of that magic. Because that blue stuff coming out of the tree, it's something we've never really seen before, And it kind of looks like it's gathering information from the black hole, trying to figure out what the black hole is there for. So, I mean, honestly, that black hole will probably be playing into our story, into the storyline. I do agree with that part. More possible dorm rooms. Oh, and we get wooden chests in here, so like, if you want to hang around, you get the occasional wooden chest. See what they give. Yeah, decent gold. So this is the arena right here, and this is the that's the room that we fight Cassini in for our new spell. And by the way, the new spell is Storm is a result of Wrath, which I think I mentioned. I don't know if I've mentioned that in any of my previous videos, but I'm also pretty sure that all of you already know that. So, I am now going to move on to what is over here, and that being the schools. After, of course, I get this wooden chest. Alright, so first I'm going to check the librarian. So obviously, I mean, we have all these cool new spells in here. I'm not sure if they're new or not, if any of the other librarians have them. But we have life blades. We have the school-specific blades now. So if I wanted to go and buy a whole bunch of storm blades, I'd just click buy, and you get the storm blade. Prisms, tower shields. We even got our original school bubbles. We got all of our school traps. We got elemental and spirit spears. Heck, we have our school spears, all the shields. It's just stuff that you could use to prepare for different battles throughout the spiral. And a lot of it looks pretty helpful. I mean, if you can't find any of this stuff at the bazaar, like when you're having trouble, you can always just come here. And it'll be right there. Oh, and I just noticed there's also a buy more option now for the librarian, so you can go and you can be like, okay, I want all of these or whatever, and it'll give you all of those. So honestly, it's a pretty cool, pretty interesting little tidbit. So the Shadow School, honestly, I can't wait to meet the Shadow Teacher. I mean, I know we've already met her, and like Blue said, we didn't really get a chance to know her, but I do want to see what her room looks like, because that's honestly what I'm more interested in, is her room. Because, for example, whenever you look at the life school, let me go ahead and go through all the schools for you. Yeah, let me check them out. You get the actual name of the school rooms in your classrooms. I know that the storm one is the Hall of Divination. Okay, let's see. That is not what I need. Hang on. So yeah, the Hall of Schools. Alright. I think this is the Hall of Theurgy. Yeah. Which is like life. So that's our life scholar. He's a panda with a whole bunch of ancient, Mushu, scrolls around him, which is, I don't know, it interests me that he's a panda, and he seems more, I can't tell, like, what, you know, where his room is from. It's not quite Zafaria, and it's not quite Mushu either. I wonder if he's from, like, a different world that we haven't been to yet, maybe. I guess it's always possible. I can't remember if he mentioned the new world or not from the, you know, whenever he was talking to us. I think he did, though. So it's always possible that we have even more worlds coming after this. Alright, we got Baba Yaga. Of course, she's the myth teacher. There's the, you know, there's that. It's kind of weird. I wonder what happened to the myth teacher that was here before her. Did they fire her? Or, I mean, did they fire him? That's sad. Anyways, okay, let's see. Ooh, I want a lot. Oh my god, I need all of this artwork. Some of these housing items would be amazing to have. I'm serious. And then she's got her little chair pointing out into the spiral. She can sit down and look out, you know. Very peaceful. I think she may be the only teacher in this entire school that doesn't have a desk. You know, an official desk. I mean, the panda kind of sits on his. More like a tree stump than anything else. Alright, going in, going in, going in. There we go. See, like, even Death Chick has one. The Mirage cat. And she's got a nice, pretty little blade on top of hers also. Very beautiful. And there's these ghastly little bubble steamer thingamabobbers that I keep seeing everywhere for different schools. And I really wish we get those. I really hope we get those. And of course her desk. Oh my god, her desk is amazing. And that's Kisma Shasa? I think that's how you say her name. Probably, most likely. Alright, now moving to the next School of Magic, which would be the School of Balance. I guess the School of Balance teacher technically doesn't really have a desk either. She has a campfire. Man, she's really hyper though. She talks a lot. Like, she could be a YouTuber. Honestly, she could. She's like all hypothetical and like, oh, I wonder what happens if I do this. Will this upset the balance of this? Yada yada yada. And you got this big old boat over here, just for no apparent reason. Just stick a big boat in your classroom, you know, in your office. Man, I need all this stuff. I really wish I could have all this stuff. Okay, let's see. As for that big barricaded door, I wonder if they have a teacher for that. I mean, go ahead and go back over there to see. I don't know, like, if they do have a teacher, I wonder who it is. And I also want to know if they have a headmaster here. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but whenever I look at the Arcanum or whatever, like, I don't see us as in college, honestly. I see us more as in the military, because we're initiates, you know. That's what I see us. I think we more or less, we really are the military of the Spiral officially. I mean, of course, you still have the Hall of Schools, but that's just so you can, like, upgrade your abilities. It's not really learning per se. It's more testing your metal, you know, instead of, oh, go learn about this new spell. It's like, okay. And I don't know if Blue mentioned anything about that or not, but I do know that that's more or less how it is, you know. It's like, come pick up this spell, and that's Ravenwood, and then you have the Arcanum, and it's official, you know. If you earn the respect of your teachers, you get more spells. So it's not quite, you know, you get good grades in class and you get better spells as you go along. It's not like that anymore. Alright, going into the school of, I think, thaumaturgy. Whoa. That is scary. That is amazing. Oh my god, I want this. Gimme, 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 shimmy, gimme, 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 shimmy, gimme, gimme, gotta gimme, gotta gimme, gotta take, gotta get. Yes. No. Okay. That didn't work. But his desk is all like leaned up against like, you know, the wall. You can't even get into it. If I can't get into it, how's he supposed to get back there? Knock some stuff over. Got a whole bunch of pictures of Polaris in here. I mean, our ice teacher is from Polaris, so you know, it would only make sense. I think he's going on a, you know, mountain climbing trip. All these maps or whatever. Alright, so that's the Hall of Thaumaturgy, and that was the ice teacher. Next, the Hall of Pyromancy. This is probably the most enthusiastic teacher of them all at this school. And apparently he hails from Ravenwood, I guess. I can't really tell. Yeah, I guess he's... Look at him. Oh my god, I think, yeah, if you look at him close enough, he could be a graduate of Ravenwood. Oh my god. I think we've met our very first Ravenwood graduate. That is awesome. No wonder he's not all mysterious and weirdo, creepy out people thinking about her like all the others. Just normal average Joe. If this chick is from Ravenwood, oh, I doubt it. She cannot be from Ravenwood. She's got to be from her own little place. Just don't know where that place would be, but it's somewhere. That chick got abs. Look, she's got a six-pack too. Gave us an abtastic storm teacher, and one that's a little bit insecure. Like, really? I honestly feel bad for these potato head scarecrow thingies. She keeps striking him with lightning. She's just like, feel the power. Oh, that is awesome. Whoa, bro. Yeah, that's amazing. Instead of just having like the little storm symbols up on the roof, there's an actual storm on the roof.